Good afternoon, and welcome to another instalment of Monday Brews and Views. I have to point out that although I am mental health first aid trained, a lot of what I say comes from my own experience and knowledge. That being said, I hope what you hear from me is useful in some way or another. So, big welcome back. I took a break from social media because I was falling into some sort of like toxic traits, if you will. Wasting time on social media, seeing who was liking my pictures, see who was liking other girlfriends' pictures, admiring what other people were doing, and their virtual happiness and their virtual, riches and their virtual lives. And I just got sick of it all, really. I didn't see any positives in it, and although I knew a lot of it wasn't true, you just get into those bad habits, don't you? And then it kind of let it take over, and I just thought, you know what, it's time to just have a little break from it, because that's what they say. If you, I wasn't spending, I wouldn't say I was spending a lot of time on it, but it was a case of it. It wasn't a lot of time I was spending on it wasn't productive. So I like to keep things positive and keep things productive, as I'm very creative in what I do. So some of the time wasn't being used in the right way, and I guess it was certain things were hitting me, not directly but indirectly as well, and also having an effect on my own mental health. And I was just getting sick of reading people's shit, and people's cries for attention, and the pretentiousness, the lies, and the double standards that people live in. Especially when you know people, and then you hear them actually say and do one thing, and then they're posting shit on Facebook or wherever, that's not true. That's not how they feel. They're just talking shit. So I just took myself off of it, so I didn't have to put up with that. It's as simple as that. But ultimately, I came back, and believe it or not, I was watching another YouTube channel, and it's like, he was saying that, when's the best time to start? Well, he said the best time to start is now, because someone you might save someone's life. And it really sort of hit me that I thought, well, this is why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to help people see that you can work through mental health, and problems that we face aren't necessarily it's not the end. It's just a cycle a lot of the time. So I want to try and save lives. It's a big ask, but that's what I'm looking to do. I want to try and save people's lives, and improve their lives. But also as well, I have to also use social media to promote my business of helping people with learning to box, personal training, lifestyle coaching, and training kids to lift weights. Because I love what I do, and I do it with love. The people that I train, they're not just coaching sessions. They're not training, just PT training sessions. And we in the world that we live in the fitness industry, there are PTs. Right? There's a personal trainer, someone who is just going to sit there and motivate you by like a cheerleader. And then you've got someone who'll try and help you figure things out, make you better at doing whatever it is that you're doing, taking the time to talk you through things, take your time to talk you through techniques, explain why we use that technique. And there's a time and a place for that. It's not all the time. Sometimes you need to just be kicked up the arse, and you need to be told what to do, and then and shouted at sometimes. I'll do all of that. But there's also then a time when I don't put up for substandard work ethic. I don't put up for substandard reps, and I will tell the clients that it's not good enough if it's not good enough. But I'll also motivate them when they need motivating. So I need to be on there for that. I need to be on social media so I can promote that and help people improve their lives. Like I said, because I love what I do. It's a passion. I wouldn't have been doing it for as long as I've been doing it if it was just for the money. Because a lot of the time it takes me away from the people that I love, my family. Because I have, because it's a job. And it is what it is. But I'm passionate about it, and I believe that God has given me and blessed me with gifts of helping people and to help them improve their lives. So I need to be here to attract those people and bring them to me. Now, also what I've been doing in the meantime, I've created a YouTube channel, which I'll pop the link below, and I'll be doing a lot of things on that. Just trying to reach out and to different people, different areas, different demographics, I guess. And I'll be also I'm intending to up the amount of mental health related posts that I do, up to from like 2 to 3 a week. I'm still going to do this one on Monday, as usual, whether it be live or pre-recorded due to work. So because I work also in care now, in addition to working as a PT, so I'm using that passion to work with children in care and helping them make their lives as best they can whilst they're under my care. So I'm actually here now, and this is pre-recorded, and due to the fact that we had some issues tonight. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, but this is just showing you, like I said, it's just how important this is to me. I needed to get this done. I needed to get this on the road, and I need to work hard at it. I'm not doing this for anything other than because I know what it's like. I've been there. I've been in some really dark places, and if I can help someone just change a thought, or if I can plant a seed in someone's head, that's probably a better way of putting it. If you're watching this and you've had them thoughts, sometimes the only thing that you can think of is you might just remember something that someone said, and it might just change your mind. It might just change your thought process. It might steer you down the right path. So this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. And although this is not really like my usual way, obviously it's like an introduction to me coming back, and it's just setting the sort of pace and the standard of what to expect, because hopefully you know what I'm about, and I'll hope that the fact that you see me doing these things makes you realise that I like I said, keep saying before, I love doing what I'm doing. I'm passionate about it. I took the course to help people, and I actively look and read up about it all the time. So there's a lot of, and again, it wasn't that long ago. A famous UFC fighter, if you don't know, but Paddy Pimblett, Paddy the Baddy, he had a friend of his commit suicide because he thought that was it. And like I said, it's all right to have suicidal thoughts. It's quite normal, but when they start eating away, when you think every problem, every issue that goes on in your life, and you think the answer to it, every little problem, every little niggle that happens, every little slip up, you think, oh, that's it, I'm going to end your life, and you just think about it day in, day out. That's when realistically you need to start talking to somebody about that and share your thoughts, and explain what's going on. You need to find the right person, and that can be hard in itself, but in our circle of friends and family, you often find that there is 1 or 2 people there that you can open up to. But if you don't, then I want to let you know that's you can talk. I do have parts of the day. You can message me, but ideally I'd like to have talk with you face to face or talk to you online. That way we can have a conversation. But I mentioned this before previously in other posts that I've made, that often what I find sometimes helps is just simply writing down everything that you're feeling and thinking. It doesn't need to be in any sort of order. It doesn't need to be in any sort of, just as long as you're getting it out, getting it all out of your system. It's just one of the ways that I'll bring up to sort out, help you with. I can help you feel better, because not every. And also, what I want to try and do as well is, I've got loads of stuff. I've been preparing for this moment, I guess, for a few weeks. I'm gonna do some like little shorts as well, and then I'm gonna put the more popular ones. I'll maybe expand them later on down the line. But I also want to help people to help people, because we don't always feel bad, but and so, a lot of the time we often feel good, but then sometimes we might come across somebody who's experiencing difficulty. So we ideally, if we know how to deal with those situations better, we can be better prepared. First aid, yeah, this is what we're talking about. I'm not trying to. I'm going to be sharing my experience and how you can help someone as well as help yourself. If you fall victim to mental health related problems, whether it be long term or short term. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm a mental health first aid trained, so I can help signpost you if I feel like something is out of my realm to help you with. But and then there's plenty there's plenty of support out there simply by going onto Google and typing up Minds Matter springs to mind. I've spoken to them on numerous occasions. So if you, again, just off the top of my head right now, because I haven't got anything really in front of me, but Minds Matter is a great one if you need to talk to somebody. And it's not me, or it's not a friend or family member, it's maybe a complete stranger. They are great help. But ultimately, like I said, I want to help people, and I want to help people to help people. Pass it on, and if you learn something, you can pass that on to someone else, and they can help someone, and then before you know it, the help's gone around the world. We've changed the world just like that, and it is a group effort. It's not I'm getting information from all different sources, and I'm simply just being a sort of conduit, if you will, by pushing it out there, and getting it out to the people that need it. And I hope you'll join me in that. If anything that I come up with is you find it helpful, then share the information, pass it on. And it's someone you might not know it. I've been told on numerous occasions, which is another reason why I came back, that I really enjoyed watching your posts and stuff in your lives and that, and it's helped me. And I was like, wow, if just one person said that to me, it would be. But it's been a lot of people that hasn't necessarily commented on what I've posted, but then I've bumped into them and they've told me. I was like, oh wow, I can't believe it. And it's quite nice, and it spurs me on, because I know there's people out there that need help. Not everybody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to put their hand up and say, oh yeah, I felt like killing myself last night because my girlfriend wanted to end my relationship, or I lost loads of money gambling, or I did this or I did that, and a lot of people don't want to admit that. So if I can get to those people, have it that indirectly through these things, again, like I said, they might not necessarily tell me why they're watching and why they're listening, but it's all working. So so like I said, today is mainly just like a bit of a introduction, welcome back from me, what to expect, and showing that I'm dedicated to getting this ball rolling again. But like I said, if you have any suggestions, and if you need help yourself or whatever, then drop me a message. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But other than that, I think that's it for today. As always, you're not alone. You are loved and you are needed. If you don't believe that, you need to just say it to yourself a few more times. Start with the word I am, which is why I call my business what it is. I Am Fitness. It's starting to take on a whole sort of different sort of thing now, whereas I Am Fitness is mental health, part of the fitness. I don't know, but if you can improve your mental health, you can improve your fitness, you improve your mental health, and the two things do go hand in hand. Improving your health is not just about lifting weights. Improving your health could be simply eating better, sleeping better, drinking more water, going out, getting out in the world, and going for walks and things like that. Socialising a little bit more. Those potential things that are healthy. So maybe I should start saying I am health. I don't know, but it's a bit of a joke. But I am is a very powerful term, very powerful phrase. I am. Those two words, two most powerful words in the world. Because everything that you put after that, and if you say it over and over again, will be. So, I am strong. It's subjective to a certain extent, but I am fit. I am fast. That you can become those things. But it also works in the opposite way. And we often do this to ourselves. Then I'm guilty of it by using sort of negative terms preceding I am. So, I am stupid. I am forgetful. I am this. I am that. Whatever. I'm a failure. I'm useless. So those sorts of things, and we use that term. Don't realise what damage that we're doing to ourselves, and that work that we have to then do to undo that. So be kind to yourself as well. Like I said, you are needed, you are loved, and you only really need to have a look around you sometimes to realise that how important you are to people. We've all got our role to play. And we should all try and do a little bit of good each day, and be thankful for the little bits in our lives. So, second time round, thank you very much for watching, and it's been a bit more of a chilled one today. There's no music going in the background. Like I said, what time is it? It's 1:20. But I need you to get this done, because I'm probably not going to get up early in the morning. As soon as I get up, I'm at work already. So, so this is my longer one for the week. So have a look. I'll go over to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Be my first subscribers on my channel. Quite excited about that. Actually, I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel, but I wanted it to be something that I like and something that I can contribute to, and I'll happily spend time preparing for. And this is it. Brews and Views is going on YouTube, so I hope you'll join me on that too. Okay, well, thank you very much. I said good afternoon, but I literally just told you that it is in the morning, and I've got this feeling that I can't stop talking, so I'm going to end it right there. Thank you very much, and you will see me very soon.